Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer, and today I'm here with some great RhinoShield cases for the iPhone 12 series in their new navy blue color. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the brand, RhinoShield cases are lightweight, tough, and super drop protective. They also come in a wide variety of materials, colors, graphics, and other custom options, and perhaps because the iPhone 12 series comes in two different shades of blue, RhinoShield recently added an additional blue color to its iPhone 12 lineup, a really attractive navy blue. Let's check out some of the navy blue RhinoShield products on my iPhone 12 Pro and Pacific Blue. To start off with, what does this new navy blue color look like, and how does it compare to the royal blue that was already a part of RhinoShield's lineup? So looking here, these are three of the navy blue cases that RhinoShield sent me out. We have a plain SolidSuit and we have two SolidSuit graphics cases, all in the navy blue color. This here is one of the royal blue cases they sent me out a few months ago. So as you can see, it's definitely a different shade of blue, much lighter, perhaps something which is going to fit a bit better with the regular blue iPhone 12 as opposed to the Pacific Blue iPhone 12 Pro. I'm going to try both of these cases out on my Pacific Blue iPhone, and you can decide for yourself. Taking a quick look at the construction of the SolidSuit case, this is a one-piece case, relatively rigid in construction but with some give to it. The material has a hard, smooth feel to it. It's quite lightweight. Overall, quite a nice case. It's also made of a food-grade plastic, which is BPA, BPS, BPF free, so that's one less thing to worry about. Looking on the interior of the case, we have a honeycomb pattern here. This adds to the protectiveness of the case. The case is going to give you over 11 feet of drop protection. The material that gives it this ability is called shock spread. It was developed in-house by the folks at RhinoShield. Overall, just a really nice case. Putting your phone in the SolidSuit case is quite easy. Just put it in using the left side first. Make sure both your bottom and your top corners are seated properly, and then push on your other corners. Once on, we have a really excellent fit on the phone, very tight. There is almost no give anywhere. The very slightest amount, maybe over your buttons, but I mean, honestly, you have to be looking for it. Same thing over your port openings. Overall, this is a lovely, tight-fitting case. Looking at the amount of lip we have a nice amount of protective lip on here. I have a screen protector in place. This is a sapphire screen protector. Very nice, the Sapphire X screen protector, and as you can see, it has an excellent fit here with the RhinoShield SolidSuit. Basically gives you edge-to-edge protection. There's just a tiny edge here, which is exposed, but other than that, really great fit. Obviously, if I didn't have a screen protector on here, I would have more lip. But even with the screen protector, you still have a lot of protective lip on here. So looking down here at the bottom, you can see we have symmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design. RhinoShield didn't feel like changing it to the asymmetrical port openings. A little bit disappointing there, but that's the only complaint that I have here. Other than that, everything is great. You're going to be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here, but of course the case does support wireless charging, so you might find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would. Going up the side of the case, you can see you got a spot here for a lanyard, although one is not included in the package and RhinoShield doesn't sell one. We have a little bit of texture here on the sides of this case. This does give it a little bit of grip, but still not much. This is not a grippy case. SolidSuit cases used to be extremely slippery. They're not anymore. They're somewhere in between slippery and a little bit grippy. I personally find them to be quite secure in the hand, but I don't think anyone would ever call them a grippy case. They're just kind of not slippery, if that makes any sense. So going up here to our buttons, these are very nice, really clicky and responsive. Plus, it's very easy to switch out those buttons for a different button color, and they're also quite inexpensive, so I think that that's a really nice aspect of the RhinoShield cases. Looking here at our mute switch, really easy to access, no problems. And looking at our view from the top, again, just a really nice fit on the phone. Really good fit here with the Sapphire X screen protector. Going over here to our side button, very nice and responsive, and also we've got some RhinoShield branding down here at the bottom. Looking at the back of the case, as you can see, this is one of the graphics versions of the SolidSuit case. Really interesting, one of hundreds of designs that are available. But of course, you don't have to go with a graphics SolidSuit case. If you don't want to, you can simply go with a plain SolidSuit case. It's going to save you $5, but personally I think it's not quite as interesting. One of the interesting things about the graphics design is you can actually feel it underneath your fingertips. Very nice. Adds a teeny tiny bit of grip to the back of the case, I think, but overall this is not a grippy case. It's quite fingerprint and scratch resistant, however, and overall my experience with SolidSuit cases is that they are very durable and don't seem to show any wear over time. Really nice cases. So as you can see, we have a nice color match here with the Pacific Blue iPhone. It's not the same color, but they look good together, if that makes sense. And as you can see, you've got plenty of protection here for your protruding camera, so that's excellent. A little bit of RhinoShield branding here in the camera surround area. Overall, everything just looks really nice. So you're not going to have any issue with regular Qi wireless charging. That's all going to be fine. But as far as MagSafe charging is concerned, you're only going to have limited compatibility because there aren't any magnets embedded in the case. So it's going to charge at your full MagSafe charging speed of 15 watts, but it's not going to stick on very well. So you have to be careful so it doesn't fall off unexpectedly. So keep that in mind as far as MagSafe is concerned. Also, this is really not going to work well with any other MagSafe accessories, such as the Apple MagSafe wallet. You really don't have enough magnetic connection in order for that to work securely. Removing the SolidSuit case from your phone is slightly more difficult than putting it on, but not too bad. So they want you to start at the bottom, which is interesting. Usually case manufacturers want you to start at the top. Start on the bottom left and then push out, and then go to the bottom right. Push that one out as well, and then you can pull your phone out of the case. So for those of you that are curious color-wise between our navy blue and our royal blue, let's put the royal blue on the phone real quick. This is our view from the front, our view from the side. As you can see, we've got contrasting color buttons on this one. I decided to switch out the button color for fun. I think these are a light gray. Very nice with our royal blue. And then looking here at the back, lovely royal blue color here. Another graphics design case, obviously. I think that this also looks very nice with our Pacific blue. Just depends on the look you are going for. Looking at the other navy blue graphics case that RhinoShield sent me out. Love this graphics design. Absolutely worth the extra $5 you're going to pay to have a graphics SolidSuit case, in my opinion. Just really lovely. And again, I do think it looks great with my Pacific Blue phone. The other navy blue case type that RhinoShield sent me out to review is their ModNX. Really cool case. So this one is interesting because it can be both a bumper case, as you see it now, or you can remove this little piece of plastic here and put a back plate in place and it becomes a full case. So this one is very versatile. It's going to give you the same 11 feet of drop protection that you have with a SolidSuit case. It's made of that same shock spread material, so you're still food grade plastic, still have the same nice feel in the hand, a little bit of grip but not much. Overall, just a really, really nice case for your phone. Comparing it color-wise with the royal blue color we were just looking at on the SolidSuit case, you can see it's quite a lot darker than your royal blue, maybe a little bit more distinguished looking, a little more serious looking. Both of them are quite nice colors, just different. As I mentioned before, it's really easy to change out your button colors. This is the same with the ModNX and with the SolidSuit case. So all you need to do is push them inwards, and then you pop your replacements in place. Putting your phone in the ModNX is quite easy. Again, just start in the one side and then clip on your other corners. Sometimes you have to go to the back and make sure that your rim is positioned correctly, but in this case it is. Absolutely no issues. You can see beautiful back of the case. You're basically looking at the beautiful back of your phone, so you got a really good opportunity here to see the combination of your Pacific blue color and the new navy blue. Really attractive. Got a bit of a rim around here to protect the back of your phone, but of course you're not going to have quite as much protection as you would with a full back on here. So sometimes people will go with a back protector on this, or they'll just decide to go with the full back plate on the back here, which I'm going to show you in just a bit. But as far as drop protection, RhinoShield says this is going to have the same amount of drop protection both in bumper case and in full case mode. So the big concern I have with it in bumper case is scratching, obviously, or maybe just having some small heavy thing suddenly fall into the middle of the back of your phone. That would not be so good, and I think that that would potentially cause a breakage of the back of your phone. So you've got to keep that in mind. Looking at our front view, everything looks lovely here, although you don't have as tight a fit as you do with the SolidSuit. You can pull the sides of the ModNX away from your phone a bit, which is going to upset some people. Still should be nicely protective though. And you have a good amount of lip on here, same amount of lip as you do on your SolidSuit. And of course I still have that lovely Sapphire X screen protector in place. If you didn't have this on there, you would have more visible lip. It's the same port openings. This has exactly the same thickness as the SolidSuit from what I can tell. Love the look of our yellow buttons, really nice splash of color. It's 99 cents to change the button color, so that's nice. It's an easy way to update the look of your phone. Everything looks really great here. Obviously, you're not going to have any issues with regular Qi wireless charging. That's going to work perfectly. And when you're in bumper mode with the ModNX, you're going to be able to use MagSafe charging perfectly as well, because the MagSafe charger is attaching directly onto the back of your phone. So absolutely no issues there. In fact, you can use other MagSafe accessories as well, such as the MagSafe wallet. That is going to attach perfectly well onto here because you're attaching things directly onto the back of your phone. However, keep in mind that this is not going to be the case when you put the back plate in place. When you put the back plate in place, you're going to be in the same situation as you are with your regular SolidSuit. So with the back plate in place, your MagSafe wallet is not going to work, and you're going to have only limited ability to use your MagSafe charger. Changing from bumper case mode to full case mode with your ModNX is quite easy. All you need to do is remove this little piece of plastic called the rim and put the back plate in its place. So you need to grab hold of that and pull it up through the front of the case. And then take your back plate. I'm going to put one of the premium back plates in place. Very attractive back plate. Push it into place. Basically, it's going into a little ridge that the rim was previously occupying. Push it into place, and you can see suddenly now you have a full case instead. People always want to know whether you can put a rim and a back plate on at the same time, and the answer is no, because they are occupying the same slot. So there is absolutely no way to put them both in place, which is too bad because I think that they would look really pretty cool. Putting your phone in the ModNX in full case mode is pretty much the same as putting it in any of the other RhinoShield cases, but it can be a little bit more disconcerting because this is not a one-piece case. It's a two-piece case, and sometimes the pieces move around a little bit, so got to be aware of that. But same deal, you put it in the one side, make sure both of your bottom and your top corners are properly seated, and then push on your other corners. Once on, fit-wise, you have a little bit tighter fit than you have when this is in bumper mode, but not much. The sides still move about, which you don't have with the SolidSuit. The SolidSuit is a lot more solid than the ModNX, but the ModNX is cool, and it does have some really nice functionality. I don't think the sides are terrible, but I do wish they were just a little bit tighter. Same amount of lip. It's basically the same case from the front exactly as we just looked at in bumper mode. It just has a back plate. Looking at the back of the case, I think that this back plate adds a lot to the look of the ModNX. Very nice. So this is one of the premium back plates that are available for the ModNX. They cost a bit more than your regular graphics back plates. They cost $7 more, in fact. So getting a graphics back plate for your ModNX is actually a pretty inexpensive upgrade. By default, your ModNX is going to come with this clear plastic back, which honestly is just not very nice. It shows fingerprints and scratches very easily. But you can upgrade for $1 to a graphics backplate like this one. There are hundreds to choose from. There's all kinds of cool designs available. But if you want to go something a little bit higher end, you can go with one of these premium backplates. These are collaborations with different artists. This particular one is I Love Doodle. I think it looks really nice. Some sort of star cat thing going on. Anyway, really quite attractive. But again, fingerprints and scratching are definitely going to be an issue with these. The material on these back plates is different than the back material you're going to have on a SolidSuit case. SolidSuit is going to be really good as far as fingerprints and scratching, but this one, not so much. Other than that, though, it's basically the same size as your SolidSuit. It's going to give you the same amount of protection for your protruding camera, and it's going to be exactly the same in terms of wireless charging. In other words, Qi wireless charging is going to be great, MagSafe charging is going to work, but you're not going to have very good magnetic adhesion. Removing this from your phone, it's basically the same idea as the others. Start at the bottom. You're going to start at the bottom left, push that out, then push out the other side, and then your phone will come out. But again, the fact that this is a two-piece case means that the case tends to move around disconcertingly when you are removing it. So it's not one of my favorite RhinoShield cases to remove. It comes off fine, but I just don't like the way it moves during the process. Finally, another fun customization aspect for the ModNX is the ability to switch out the color of your rim. So I'm going to put a yellow rim here in place. It's going to match my yellow buttons. Basically just put it in through the front and click it into place. Again, in that same little ridge that holds the back plate. Gives a completely different look here. White rim with white buttons. Looks really fantastic on navy blue. And finally, for people who are real fans of blue, we've got this azure blue rim with the navy blue ModNX. Lots to love. Again, we've been looking at the RhinoShield SolidSuit and ModNX cases for iPhone 12 and 12 Pro. These cases are available directly from RhinoShield and are priced starting at $29.99 for the base SolidSuit case and $31.99 for the base ModNX. If you want to upgrade to a graphics case for your SolidSuit, you're going to pay an extra $5 for a standard graphics case and an extra $10 for one of RhinoShield's premium graphics collaborations, such as PewDiePie, League of Legends, or the I Love Doodle featured in this review. You also have an option to go with a carbon fiber or brushed steel finish for $34.99 or a genuine leather or wood-backed SolidSuit case for $39.99. Upgrades to the base ModNX case cost $1 more for a standard graphics backplate as opposed to the clear backplate that comes included by default, or $8 more for one of their premium graphics collaboration backplates. If you want to buy an additional rim for your ModNX to add a splash of color, these will cost you $1.99 each, and extra buttons for either the ModNX or the SolidSuit cost 99 cents per color. If you want to save an additional 10% on your RhinoShield purchase, be sure to check out the coupon code, especially for my viewers, in the description below. And many thanks to the kind folks at RhinoShield for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And please do consider subscribing to my channel. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer with the new navy blue RhinoShield cases for iPhone 12 Pro. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.